Good day, everyone. The topic that we chose is the Rizal's trials and detention in Port Santiago. This presentation examines the significant event during Rizal's trials and detention in Port Santiago, covering key objectives, content, and the significance of these reports for today's generation. The presenter will be Shilami Malapad and Jaron Lope. Our presentation objectives are examine detentions, circumstances leading to Rizal's imprisonment, identify key events, details of Rizal's trial, analyze defense, Rizal's strategies and arguments, understand significance, Rizal's sentence and execution. Detention in Port Santiago. Arrival and confinement. Rizal's immediate imprisonment. Condition. Solitary confinement, limited communication. Accusation. Sedition, rebellion, and conspiracy. Key figures involved: Spanish authorities, military officials, and prison guard. Arrival and confinement. After his arrest en route to Cuba, Rizal was transported back to Manila and confined in Port Santiago on November 3, 1896. Unlike other prisoners who were kept in port dungeons, Rizal was privileged to have his own cell, which was originally used as a storage and pantry area of the soldiers' barracks. He remained there for 56 days from November 3 to December 29, 1896. And the condition is, during his confinement, Rizal was assigned a room furnished with basic amenities including bed, chairs, a table, a wash basin, and a mirror. The room had 3 windows, one without grills opening onto a patio, another with grills overlooking the city walls and the beach, and the door secured with padlock. Two artillerymen stood guard with order to fire on anyone attempting to signal from the beach. Rizal was prohibited from writing or speaking with anyone except the officer on duty. This means that ang mga Espanyol habang nakakulong si Rizal is may binigay sila na kondisyon na ang bawat tao na pumupunta sa beach na malapit sa kanyang kulungan ay hindi pwedeng makipag-usap or mag-abot ng kahit ano kay Rizal dahil ito ay papapatay sa mga gwardya.
Accusation. Rizal was accused of rebellion, sedition, and forming illegal association. The Spanish authorities implicated him in the Philippines Revolution through his association with members of Katipunan, a revolutionary society seeking independence from Spanish rule. Despite his manifesto dissolving the revolution in its current state and declaring that the education of Filipinos and their achievements of national identity were prerequisites to freedom, he was tried before a court-martial and convicted on all 3 charges leading to his death. Dito na si Jose Rizal inakasuhan ng mga Espanyol na rebellion dahil sa pag-uudyok sa mga tao na mag-alsa laban sa pamahalaan at pagiging kasapi ng mga illegal na samahan. Ang key features involved dito ay si Governor General Ramon Blanco. Ngunit siya ay pinalitan ni Camilo de Polavieja dahil sa pagpilit ng mga praile. Naging dahilan ng pagkakasentensya kay Rizal si Coronel Francisco Olive ang nagsagawa ng paunang investigasyon na kaso kay Rizal bilang judge advocate. Si Kapitan Rafael Dominguez naman ang itinalagang special judge na nagbasa ng hatol sa kamatayan kay Rizal noong Disyembre 29, 1896, alas 6 ng umaga, and si Arsobispo Bernardino Nozaleda ang nanguna sa mga prailing humiling ng pagbitay kay Rizal at nakaumpluwensya sa pagpapalit kay Blanco. The trial and defense begins. Defense counsel, key arguments, examination, challenge faced by the defense. Defense counsel. During his trial, Rizal was assigned a defense counsel from the Spanish military as was customary in military courts. Select First Lieutenant Luis Tabel D. Andrade of the Artillery Corps, was the younger brother of Lieutenant Jose Tabel D. Andrade, Rizal former bodyguard in Calamba in 1887. Key arguments. Question Rizal ang basihan ng prosecution dahil ang ginamit ay mga artikulo mula sa batas military at hindi sa batas ng sibil na nagpapakita ng maling paggamit ng batas. Napagdudahan din niya ang mga kredibilidad ng mga saksi dahil karamihan sa kanila ay mga kasamang inaakusahan na maaaring magsinungaling para iligtas ang kanilang sarili. Ipanaliwanag din niya na ang La Liga Pilipina ay kanyang itinatag ay isang mapayapang samahan na naglalayong magdala ng reforma at hindi revolusyon. Examination. The trial commenced on December 26, 1896 at the Cuartel de España with 7 military judges presiding. The prosecutor Enrique D. Alcocer Baamonde presented the charge and evidence against Rizal, asserting his guilt. In response, Tabel D. Andrade systematically addressed each accusation, emphasizing Rizal advocacy for peaceful reforms and his lack of direct involvement in the revolution. Rizal was also read his addition to my defense, a document he prepared in his prison cell, articulating 12 major points refuting the charges. Rizal constantly denied this allegation, asserting that the La Liga Pilipina aimed for peaceful reforms and not rebellion. Challenge faced by the defense. Hindi patas ang paglilitis kay Rizal dahil isinagawa ito sa isang hukuman militar na tila may naunang pasya na sa kanyang pagkakasala. Ipinagkait din sa kanya ang mga pangunahing karapatang legal tulad ng pagkakaroon ng abogadong sibilyan, pagharap sa kanyang mga tagapagsakdal, pagtatanong sa mga saksi at masusing pagsusuri ng ebidensya, at sapat na oras upang ihanda ang kanyang depensa. Bukod dito, may matinding pampulitikang pressure sa mga otoridad ng Espanya na pigilan ang lumalakas na kilusang makabayan na naka-apekto sa resulta ng kanyang paglilitis.
The verdict and sentence. The court decision, guilty on sedition and rebellion. Rizal sentence, execution by firing squad. Reaction, public outrage, international condemnation. The verdict. On December 26, 1896, a Spanish military court found Rizal guilty of founding illegal association. The court asserted that Rizal organized La Liga Pilipina, which they then supervised. Ibig sabihin po nito, sinasabi po nila ng La Liga Pilipina ay binuo ni Rizal para magrebellion o magkaroon ng revolusyon laban sa mga Espanyol. Rebellion. He was accused of inciting armed resistance against Spanish rule. Sedition. The court claimed he promoted public disorder and anti-government sentiment. These charges led to a death sentence by firing squad. Despite his defense, the court upheld the death sentence. Governor General Camilo D. Polavieja approved the execution, scheduling it for December 30, 1896 at Bagumbayan Field na ngayon ay tinatawag na Luneta Park. Rizal's last days, final hours. He write the Mi Ultimo Adios. The Mi Ultimo Adios, or My Last Farewell, was write on December 29, 1896, the day before his execution on his cell on Fort Santiago. It was a poem that he hid it on an alcohol stove that he gave to his sister Trinidad. That poem is about the life and impending death, but they also saying that he written another poem and it was found in his shoe, but because the text was illegible, its contents remain mystery. Emotional state, psychological state during last day. He is likely experiencing a mixed emotion during his final days, but his overall acceptance and spiritual strength allowed him to face his execution with dignity and purpose. The execution of Rizal was to march to Bagumbayan. Significance of trial and execution. Symbolism. Inspiration for revolution. Nationalism. Fuel desire for independence. Legacy. Catalyst for social change. His death started a national movement for freedom dahil sa kanyang mga writings, martyrdom, and the shared desire for better future. Also, it inspired Filipinos to fight for their rights and self-determination. Analysis of the report. Rizal's trials and subsequent execution underscored the length to which colonial powers would go to suppress dissent and maintain control. His unjust treatment galvanized the Filipino populace, transforming him into a martyr, and fueling the revolutionary fervor that eventually led to the national independence, or to the nation's independence. Results relevance today. Courage. Lesson on bravery. Sa pagiging matatag ni Rizal, naging isa itong lahat ng mga writing ni Rizal is nagbigay ng courage sa mga Pilipino na ipaglaban ang ating bansa upang ito ay makalaya sa mga Espanyol. Patriotism. Importance of national pride. Social responsibility. Commitment to society. Social responsibility, ibig sabihin, ang mga Pilipino ay naging malakas upang ipaglaban ng ating bansa at mapalaya ito. Marami pa rin mga Pilipino ang gumagawa ng paraan para lang mas mapabuti pa o mapaunlad pa ang ating bansa. Dahil sa mga writing ni Rizal, mas naging inspirasyon nila ito upang mapaunlad pa ang ating bansa. And thank you, that's our presentation for today.